each state draws the districts that elect one representative each. So who determines where these district lines are drawn? Well, currently, it is our state legislature that draws the district lines or boundaries. We can look at it. So that's wonderful if that all works out. However, there's this thing known as gerrymandering, and that is when districts are drawn to the political advantage of those drawing the boundaries. So in your book, it discusses this map over here to the right. It was Elbridge Gerry that came up with this term, and this was the first map that we saw, and it kind of created this salamander look. And so what happens with gerrymandering is there's two different types. There is a packing or a cracking. So there's a visual of the packing, and there's a visual of the cracking. So these are two of the same maps. It's just how we are going to draw the boundaries differently. Well, packing is when all the people of one political party are packed into a district. And why that works is because then you just the focus is on the majority wins, and all the extras are surpluses. And that will make more sense once we get to some examples. Where cracking, it dilutes a party's vote by spreading out all the voters so they can't win as many districts. All right. So this idea of packing and cracking, this is how we could gerrymander a map. So let's put this in context. So here's an example. Here is just an example of a state map, okay? And we're saying it's going to be either Democrats or Republicans. And what we have to do is, in A, we're going to gerrymander this map so it's in favor of Democrats. So what that means is I have to carefully pick how I'm going to draw the lines so that Democrats will win as many districts as they possibly can. And so I'm just going to guide us with this one. One thing I probably should have said in the beginning is we're looking to create 5 districts, because otherwise we could be like, okay, we create 2, we're done. So we're looking to create 5. And so one way I could do this is I could draw boundary here, and I'm going to go here. And so that would be my first district. Now, the reason I chose just to draw it like that is you can see I have 4, 2, 3. So that means Democrats would win this district. And so I wanted to draw it in favor of the Democrats. All right, the next way I could draw a boundary would be, I'm going to go from here and then curve around here and go here. And so this will be District 2. And so why this works is my Democrats, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see we have, I'm missing one. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I only have, see? So let me do this again. So you see how I have 4 and 4? Well, I want the Democrats to get this. So I'm going to pretend I did that on purpose. And I'm actually going to draw my line like that. So then I'll leave that one Republican out. So then the Democrats could win that district. All right, so then our third district, I'm going to draw like this. I'm going to go down here and then just go straight down. So this is our third district. And hopefully you can see that the Democrats also win that district. My fourth district, I'm going to draw here and then go up and go here. And we can see here, the Democrats did not win this district, right? Because there's more Republicans. But, and this was the fourth district, and this was or it doesn't matter. This was our fourth district, and this was our fifth. It really doesn't matter. But you can see they then won the fifth. So how I drew this forced the Democrats to win 4 out of the 5 districts, which seems very unfair. Now, if we go to example B, we're going to do the same thing, but now let's do it in favor of the Republicans. So then you just start playing around with it. So I'm going to put our first district to start here, and then it's going to go up here. Yep. Didn't need to make it so straight and stop there. So that's our first district. So we can see Republicans win that district. Our second district, so this would be known as packing. I'm going to go ahead and just put all of these Democrats together. So that's the second district. So sure, they get that district, but then maybe I can work it into the favor of Republicans getting all the other districts. So my third district will be, I'm going to go here, and conveniently, I'm going to include this Republican in here, because then that will get them that district. So that's your third district. Your fourth district, I will go right here, and you can see they get that district as well. And then the fifth district, they will also get, because it will be 4-3. So this would be a good example of packing. So the Republicans now, and this was the same exact map, the Republicans get 4 out of the 5 districts. And so this seems very unfair. So there has to be a way that we can measure gerrymandering, and that will